Hey everyone, it's Over here, and today I'm going to bring you a insightful look on the game of Destiny. I've been playing it for about, what's now, almost a month? Somewhere around there. 2, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And I have to say, I mean, this is already a review that's very late. Other people have already reviewed it, and you probably have an idea. That is not what it was made out to be, and it's true. I have to say it's true, man. I have to say I was suckered into it. Okay, where to start? It's just I don't know why they well, of course I know why, but they hype these games up so much. And the thing is that all the signs were, well, to me, all the signs were there. I even had like I spoke to people in the industry that I happened to have a chance to talk to, and they were saying it was a shit. What can I tell you? But once playing it, I mean, I did play the alpha, I did play the beta, but when I played those games, I thought I was just getting a taste. Kind of like when the kind of taste that you get from a demo. From like when you get a demo disc. I remember the days from Xbox or even GameCube, they used to give you these demo discs and they'd give you a level or two just to give you a taste of what it was. And that's what I thought those alphas and those betas were. But quite frankly, it was lacking, and it was first of all the story. The story was the thing that I really thought was. I was thinking this must have been done by like a famous Hollywood scriptwriter or an award winner or something, because that intro about the darkness and everything. I was like, oh my god, that's just the tip of the iceberg. But actually, that was just the whole thing. And funny enough, there's one, I guess, video critic or reviewer or whatever, Angry Joe. He did a marvelous, marvelous review of the game, which I'll put a link to. And he hit it right on the nail. What can I say? The story is just a shell. They don't explain anything to you. Little bits and pieces. I mean, it just keeps you with more questions, and you just feel empty. And then I thought that there was going to be more relationship with your ghost. It was going to be something that you could relate to. That's why I bought the goddamn thing, and I got this one, because I was like, I want one in real life because it's probably going to be so freaking cool. But no, all the thing that Dinglebot does is just deliver one-liners, and there's just like one scene where they talk to each other, or two scenes that they talk to each other, which is the whole thing of the relationship. I mean, he's supposed to be his ghost. He brought him back to life. No, it isn't. Shut up. So, so basically, I thought there was gonna be more relationship building, at least between the ghost and your character. But you don't even know who the hell you are. What the hell? I remember, and this is such a comparison with a game that probably had just as much hype and people were looking forward to, was Uncharted. And you see the dynamic between Sully and Nathan Drake, and they joke around and this and that, and they feed off each other, and they bounce stuff, and it's I remember one of the levels they go into like the Amazons or whatever. He's all like, "Oh, I could have had a compass." Yeah, but you sold it for a gun. Let's ask the gun for directions. And it was just these funny lines, and you remember years pass, after the game, and it just made it more relatable, more fun, and you really enjoyed the game. And that's what I thought what would happen between the Ghost and the Guardian, but no. And then stupid line, the one the speaker tells you, "Oh, I could tell you about." Tell me, motherfucker! I want to know. What the hell am I fighting for? All these people, and then the story ends, and you're like, okay, something better happen. No, just a speech from the dude, and now the real game starts. And then you start the game at level 20. Finally, you get to level 20, which is the cap. And it's a huge grind fest. I mean, this is the hugest of grind fests ever. I have I used to remember playing Call of Duty and like getting prestige and there's 10 prestige and you're like, that is a grind, and starting all over again and getting more prestige, but you got something, or I mean, that was the most extent that I have ever suffered as far as a grind. And you didn't have to do it. That's the beautiful thing. You did not have to do it. If you just want to get to the top level, that was it. You want to do prestige once, fine, you can do it once, and that's it. This you have to. There's so many things you have to grind for. There's so many different factions. There's so many different kinds of currency for different people. It's not like, really, did you have to make it this difficult? Really? And then if you try to play the game, I mean, the stronger strikes, you just get massacred because you need better guns. And everything is a grind. Even the armor is a grind. Once you finally get the grinded armor, it takes you forever to get that legendary armor. And it takes you forever to upgrade that. And that's just one of the four pieces. You got the helmet, you got the gauntlets, you got the chest piece, and you got your boots. And all those four need to be leveled up. And there's pieces of stuff that you need, these items that you need to go farm and have in mass quantities, and then have these other rare stuff. I mean, wow. Wow, wow, wow. And I would have quit. I would have quit this game so long ago if it had not been because I had spent so much money on that damn Ghost Edition, and I stupidly used the code for the DLC already on my PS, and I just cracked the thing and started putting code after code after code after code. If I had known this, I would have sold off the code. I would have been like, screw it, I don't want to have anything to do with this game. It's just, it's one of those things that the gameplay destroys what a beautiful game that is. You can see where the money went. The money went in the art, in the structure, in the scale, the scope of the environments, of the mechanics, of the EAI, of the level design, of all of that. But the gameplay, as far as the grind is concerned, it's just, to me, destroys it. And then sometimes you get those grindy objects and they're not worth it. I mean, I've heard of people getting exotic weapons which are extremely hard to get, and they just suck. I remember grinding to get a legendary weapon, and I finally got it. It was the primary weapon, and it sucks. It just sucks, and it's a legendary. So, and these things are so hard. These raids and these strikes are so hard to put so many different variants, and they're overpowered, and then they're just damage sponges. You unload a freaking LMG 3 times, and the bar from here just goes to there. That's it, to there. Shooting and shooting, and then you get swarms, and they spawn behind you, on top of you. Next thing you know, they're going to be spawning right on your feet. I don't know. But somehow, for some reason, I keep playing it. I don't know, maybe because I just want to feel vindicated or get my money, which I've definitely got my money's worth because I've played this for hours and hours and hours and hours. And another thing, when you're playing a multiplayer, it kind of sucks at the end. You kind of want like a nice little thing of what you've done, but no, it's just it's like lame. It depresses you at the end. I remember Call of Duty, any of those, when you get done with the match or whatever, they would put a tune declining on whether you won or you lost. But then after that, you going back to this something that got you pumped up for the next round. And here it makes you want to go to sleep, and it just depresses you and puts you in a bad mood. Bungie, change that. Put something more bumpy. Next thing you know, it's like, nobody knows the troubles I've seen. Nobody knows my soul. That's what I feel when I hear that. When everyone comes up with all the things you get, and then you don't get shit because the thing is random. That's what I mean. There's so many things wrong with this game, and they're expecting us to stick with it for 10 years. This 10-year project. And then you find out there's stuff on the disc that's already on there that's supposed to be DLC, and people have hacked into it and found new places, and you're like, come on, Bungie, really? You were not about that. You've gone to the dark side. But I mean, in recap, the story sucks. I mean, there was so much potential. There was so much promise. And they just took a dump. I don't know. I can't. I don't know what happened. The music is great, but at parts it's very good, and you like it pumps you up, and then at parts it just drops you down. You know, the game is just a huge grind fest, and so much time you have to invest in it, man. Not everybody can play the thing every single day, and then you just get frustrated and you just throw it. What are you gonna do? Yeah, you're gonna sell a whole bunch of million copies for the first game. The next game, what are you gonna get? I bet you ain't gonna get shit. It's at least these Call of Duty. Hopefully, will learn their mistake with Ghosts, which is probably a fiasco, and change it. But it's true. This culture of pre-ordering and this and that. It's true. We shouldn't be supporting these companies until we see what the game is about. But they get you with these, limited editions. Well, maybe for the limited editions, yeah, you should still pre-order because those are limited. Or I don't know, maybe the whole pre-order business is just, flawed. But that's another video. Yeah, man. If sad to say, but being a beautiful game as it is, and nice, they just dropped the ball immensely. So just go ahead and avoid it. Avoid Destiny. I mean, unless you can get it for free or for cheap, if you want to just try it out, fine. But don't get the DLC. I mean, don't do what I did and blindingly support these guys. Well, it was still blind because, even though I heard stuff and, it's just a bunch of lies. You get it. But I guess I'm just going to continue playing it until Call of Duty comes out because I think at least, again, I'm having faith in the fucking game. But I already pre-ordered it a long time ago. I got the Super Atlas, whatever the hell, the highest one. I don't know. Hopefully they won't. Hopefully Call of Duty won't let me down, and they'll go back to what made them great. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. I know most of you guys don't play Destiny or don't play video games or just watch for other videos. But if you do, I hope you enjoyed this kind of lame ass Destiny review. Any questions you guys have, put it in the description. I mean in the comment box, and I'll respond. Whatever you think, you guys. I've played it quite a lot to know a lot about everything. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and the line.